Have you ever wondered why something that once brought you comfort and solace now feels rushed, disconnected, or even frustrating? As men age, their bodies and minds evolve in quiet but powerful ways. What once worked perfectly in your 30s or 40s may no longer serve you in your 60s or 70s. But few people talk about the private routines we carry into our later years, especially when it comes to masturbation. It's a topic that many shy away from, but it remains a natural and deeply personal part of life. Here's the truth. Masturbation in your later years isn't just normal. It can be essential to your physical health, mental clarity, emotional balance, and sexual confidence, but only if it's done consciously. The problem is that many older men unknowingly carry outdated habits and unhealthy myths into this deeply personal act. These 7 silent mistakes, as identified by doctors and men's health experts, could be robbing you of satisfaction, contributing to decreased sensitivity, or even leading to long-term dysfunction. Let's break them down. And, most importantly, help you reclaim this private space with wisdom, respect, and renewed vitality. Before we dive in, if you haven't already subscribed, I encourage you to click the button and activate the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you like this video, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Mistake 1. Believing the semen retention myth. Many older men fall into the trap of thinking that giving up ejaculation will somehow increase their energy, speed up their focus, or even boost their testosterone levels. It's a belief based on overhyped ideas and internet pseudoscience. While there is some evidence that short periods of abstinence can lead to temporary hormonal changes, the truth is much more complex and much more human. Your body was designed for natural release. When you suppress this function for prolonged periods, it can lead to disorientation, pelvic congestion, stomach changes, and even an increased risk of prostate problems. For men over 60, these consequences are not only inconvenient, they can be dangerous to their overall well-being. Doctors believe that moderate, healthy ejaculation is beneficial. It helps regulate hormones, supports prostate health, reduces tension, and can even improve sleep. Holding it in for weeks or months in the hope of achieving mythical power often leads to the opposite. Frustration, irritability, and a disconnection from your body's own desires. Masturbation isn't about proving control. It's about understanding your body's rhythm, respecting its signals, and finding a healthy balance. Think of it not as indulgence, but as self-care. Just like stretching or breathing deeply. When approached mentally, it can ground you, energize you, and help you feel more connected to yourself. But if you're still stuck in the belief that control equals strength, it might be time to ask yourself what other overused habits are silencing your pleasure and performance. You might be surprised by the next mistake, because it's one that most men repeat without even realizing it. Mistake number 2, using the same control and technique every time. Routine can be comfortable, especially when it comes to personal habits developed over decades. But when it comes to masturbation, using the same control, pressure, and motion every time can quietly work against you. Many older men stray from what is familiar without realizing that this predictability can cause a loss of sensitivity and even interfere with their ability to enjoy intimacy with a partner. The body adapts. If it receives the same type of stimulation over and over, it becomes conditioned to respond only to that specific pattern. Over time, this can make it harder for you to experience pleasure, climax, or stay mentally engaged. You may feel frustrated, disconnected, or even question your virility when, in reality, all your body needs is variety to wake you up again. The solution is simpler than most people think. Change hands, change pressure, change rhythm, try new moves, or even introduce safe and appropriate tools. You're not abandoning what works. You're expanding your experience. It's about keeping your nervous system engaged and your mind present. Just as your muscles grow stronger when you challenge them with new exercises, your pleasure grows richer when you allow yourself to explore new sensations. This isn't about novelty for novelty's sake. It's about being aware of your changing body and giving yourself permission to evolve with it. You deserve pleasure that grows with you, not fades with age. But there's another mistake, much more common than many men realize. A mistake that may be the reason so many experiences feel rushed and unsatisfying. You may not even know you're doing it. Let's talk about it now. Mistake 3. Rushing the experience. In their younger years, many men learn to masturbate quickly, without need, discharge, or habit. But as the years pass, what was once a rushed act can become a deeply enjoyable ordeal. And that's where the trouble begins. Rushing the experience becomes something mechanical, something disconnected from true pleasure. It becomes more about release than connection. And for men over 60, this rushed rush can rob you of the deepest, most satisfying sensations your body is still capable of experiencing. When you rush, your body doesn't have time to build up to a gradual buildup. Your mind doesn't stay in the moment. Instead, you race to the finish line, barely noticing along the way. Over time, this can detoxify you, leaving you feeling uncomfortable or emotionally flat afterward. What was once a source of connection can start to feel empty. Slowing down, on the other hand, changes everything. It gives your body space to awaken. It invites your nervous system to fully engage and allows your mind to reconnect with each sensation. Deep breathing, intentional touching, and speeding up time can transform an ordinary moment into something nourishing and powerful. Pleasure isn't just about climax, it's about presence, rhythm, and curiosity. By treating this time as something meaningful rather than routine, you begin to feel more alive, more empty, and more in tune with yourself. It's not about taking longer because of this. It's about rediscovering what you may have been putting off for years. But even speeding up won't unlock your full potential if you're only focused on one part of your body. The next mistake may surprise you. It's one that most men completely forget about. Mistake number 4. Ignoring the rest of your body. For years, many men have been conditioned to focus solely on their genitals during pleasure, as if it were the only source of sensation that mattered. But the truth is that your body is full of nerve endings and pleasure zones that, when explored, can completely transform your experience. By limiting stimulation to just one area, you miss out on the full range of physical and emotional sensations that your body is still capable of offering, even after 60 years. Your inner feet, chest, lower abdomen, hairline, and especially your perineum are areas that can enhance the surroundings and deepen the connection. These areas not only offer physical sensitivity, but also allow you to feel more present, more engaged with your body, and more emotionally aware during the experience. Gentle touch, massage, temperature changes, these are not indulgences, they are gateways to greater pleasure. Engaging your entire body helps you break away from stagnant routines and creates a richer, fuller experience. It's not about being experimental or unusual, but about honoring the complexity of your body and allowing yourself to experience it fully. You are not just a part, you are a system of sensations, emotions, and consciousness. When you stimulate the whole, your sense of satisfaction naturally increases. But even as you explore your body more, how you approach touch can make all the difference. And there's a common oversight that quietly reduces comfort and sensitivity for countless men. It's something so simple, yet so often overlooked. Let's get to the bottom of it now. Mistake number 5. Avoiding lubrication. As men get older, natural changes in the body, such as reduced skin moisture and sensitivity, can make physical touch feel different than it used to. But many men continue to masturbate without using lube, often out of habit or with the belief that it's unnecessary. The truth is, avoiding lubrication can significantly limit comfort and pleasure. It can cause friction, irritation, and even microscopic skin damage that reduces sensitivity over time. Using a quality lubricant can completely transform your experience. It allows for smoother, more gentle movement, reduces the risk of discomfort, and more deeply mimics the feeling of partnered intimacy. It can help to squander nerve endings that may otherwise go dormant and can increase the duration and quality of your pleasure. And for men who have joint stiffness or reduced hand mobility, lubrication can reduce the strain and make the experience easier and more enjoyable overall. There's no shame in using tools that support your body's changing needs. Just as we wear reading glasses to see more clearly or supportive shoes to move with ease, lubrication is simply another way to take care of yourself. It's not a disability, it's wisdom. Embracing it can make you feel more connected, more alive, and more in control of your sexual well-being. But even with the right tools in place, many men are still held back by something far more powerful than physical limitations. It's not in the body, it's in the mind. And unless addressed, it can silently sabotage even the most intentional efforts toward pleasure. What is it? You're about to find out. Mistake 6. Feeling ashamed or guilty about the act. For many men over 60, the feelings they carry about masturbation were formed long ago. Often in environments where sex was taboo and self-pleasure was seen as something to hide or feel ashamed of. Even now, decades later, these silent messages can still lie beneath the surface. You may logically understand that masturbation is normal and healthy, but still feel a bit of shame afterward, or a need to keep it secret and rushed. This emotional tension can affect not only your experience, but also your relationship with your body and sexuality. The truth is, there is nothing shameful about taking time for yourself. In fact, when approached with intention and care, masturbation can be a powerful form of emotional detachment, stress relief, and even spiritual connection. It is a moment of self-respect, not indulgence. Studies show that self-pleasure in older adults is linked to better sleep, improved mood, reduced anxiety, and increased self-confidence. Yet, none of these benefits are understood if the shame of old beliefs were truly your own or taught to you by someone else. When you begin to see masturbation not as a secret habit, but as a natural and healthy way to take care of yourself, everything changes. You deserve to feel peace, comfort, and pride in knowing that you are taking care of yourself in a meaningful way. Yet, emotional freedom is only part of the equation. There is one final mistake that is often overlooked but can severely limit your pleasure as your body continues to grow. Many men don't even realize it's an option until they try it, and when they do, everything changes. Mistake 7. Ignoring tools and enhancements designed for men over 60. As the body changes with age, many men experience changes in sensitivity, dexterity, and stamina. Yet, despite these natural developments, they continue to use the same approaches to self-pleasure that they used decades ago, without considering that there are now tools specifically designed to support and enrich their experience. Whether it's because of pride, distrust, or simply not knowing what's available, ignoring these tools can mean missing out on deeper comfort, easier movement, and even stronger sensations. There are countless modern tools designed with the elderly in mind. Soft silicone tools that replicate natural touch, ergonomic tools that support firm knees, and gentle massages that stimulate areas you've never explored before. These tools aren't about replicating your touch or your masculinity. They're about enriching your connection with your body and adapting intelligently to how that changes over time. Just as you would wear reading glasses without hesitation or invest in better shoes to support your knees, using a well-designed enrichment for your self-pleasure is simply smart self-care. The truth is, you don't lose your sexuality as you age. You've evolved. Embracing tools designed for your life stage allows you to explore pleasure in ways that are more satisfying, less effortful, and better aligned with your current needs. You may even discover new sensations that reclaim a sense of curiosity and vitality you thought was long gone. But tools and techniques are only part of the story. What truly transforms your experience is the thought you bring to it. And when you start putting all the pieces together, something wonderful starts to happen. Let's bring it all full circle. A new way of thinking and a whole new approach to self-pleasure. The most powerful shift you can make at this stage of life isn't just physical, it's mental. As you move through your 60s and beyond, embracing a new way of thinking about self-pleasure can lead to a deeper, more fulfilling connection with your body. It's no longer a habit, a secretion, or a performance. It's about respect, curiosity, and honoring the person you are today, not who you were decades ago. When you let go of old myths, shame, and overused techniques, you open the door to an experience that can be nourishing, and even healing. By introducing variety into your techniques, stepping up to really feel each moment, exploring your entire body, and using tools designed to support your changing needs, you begin to experience pleasure in a way that is more meaningful and more satisfying. You're not just chasing release, you're creating connection. And when you combine these physical adjustments with an emotional shift, reframing self-pleasure as a form of care rather than indulgence, you unlock a part of yourself that may have gone silent over the years. You've infused confidence, vitality, and a sense of ownership over your sexual well-being. This isn't just about sex, it's about health, peace of mind, and lifelong intimacy with yourself. A holistic approach means recognizing that your needs are valid, your desires are healthy, and your alone time can be just as important as any other part of your well-being. You're not too old for growth, discovery, or fulfillment. In fact, you may be entering the most connected and intentional chapter of your life right now, and it starts with how you behave when no one else is watching. Conclusion: reclaiming pleasure, confidence, and self-respect reaching your 60s and beyond doesn't mean giving up on intimacy. It means approaching it with greater wisdom and intention. Along the way, we've explored the 7 most common mistakes older men make when it comes to masturbation. Believing similar myths like maintaining semen, relying on the same control and technique, rushing through the experience, ignoring the rest of your body, avoiding lubrication, self-care, guilt, or shame, and looking for tools that can support your changing needs. But what matters more than the list of mistakes is what you choose to do with this knowledge. You now have the opportunity to reform this part of yourself into something more satisfying and respectful of who you are today. It's not about chasing what once was, it's about creating a new kind of connection, one that meets your body and mind exactly where they are, without judgment or shame. As someone who has spent time learning, growing, and adapting, you deserve to know that sexual wellness is still yours to enjoy. You're not alone, and you're certainly not going through your first one. In fact, many men find that with just a few small shifts in mind and technique, their sense of pleasure and confidence not only returns, but flourishes. This isn't just about physical liberation, it's about honoring your body, embracing your experience, and giving yourself permission to feel good, unapologetically. Now that you've taken the time to learn, the next step is simply this. Get started. You owe it to yourself. And the rewards waiting on the other side may be far greater than you ever expected. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned that you plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey to embrace these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If you didn't, please leave a comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this.